Hello, welcome to day 14 of 60 Days of Inspiration with Kathleen Gonzalez. And we are studying Living the Sacred Yes, Affirmations for Action by the Reverend Deborah L. Johnson. And I have to say, the reason I was inspired to share this with you is that with the onset of the COVID-19 virus and all the changes, like the immediate huge change around the world, I was caught up like everybody was in trying to figure out what was going on. There was no accurate information. We didn't know who to believe. Everybody was scared. There's like so much fear mongering going on and so much fear everywhere that, I needed to find a place to settle because I didn't want to be walking around in fear. I didn't want to be wondering like if I was spreading something and killing people or if other people were spreading something and killing me. I just didn't want to sit in that fear. And I even remember driving, like one of the very first days, I was pretty shaken in a way. And I'm driving and I'm like, wow, do the traffic laws still apply? I still have to pay attention to being in my lane, and I still have to pay attention to the speed limit because everything was changing so fast that it was something that was normal to me. I had to actually pay attention to, and uh, I was a little shaken. And so I remembered I'd been through this book several times, and I just remembered how good it was, how grounding it was. And so I had to share it, and that's why I'm sharing it. And today's reading is one of the readings that really helps me, having read it, really helps me remember who I am and what I'm doing in spite. I think there was one a couple days ago, not because of circumstance, but in spite of circumstance. So today's reading is I Know Who I Am in Spirit. I have the patience to be kind to myself and others as we discover the truth of who we are. I have compassion to see the divine in everyone, regardless of status or deed. I have the gratitude of one who appreciates countless blessings, big and small. I have the humility to ask for and accept divine guidance and direction. I have absolute trust in the absolute and the process of divine unfoldment. I have the courage to keep walking in the direction of my surrender. I have love in my heart, peace in my soul, and a mind that rests assured. I know who I am in spirit. Wow. So this is really directions. This is like, okay, here's the recipe. I have the patience to be kind to myself and others as we discover the truth of who we are. So as we go through this huge shift in our world, one thing hasn't changed. That's who we are. And we just have to remember that. And we need to remember like how to focus on what that means. And so here is what we need to focus on. I have the compassion to see the divine in everyone, regardless of status or deed. I have the gratitude of one who appreciates countless blessings, big and small. I have the humility to ask for and accept divine guidance and direction. I have absolute trust in the absolute and the process of divine unfoldment. So I love this. I have the gratitude of one who appreciates countless blessings, big and small, like toilet paper. I have the humility to ask for and accept divine guidance and direction. And actually before that, I have the compassion to see the divine in everyone, regardless of status or deed. And we are finding that in these days, the frontline workers, the people who, work in the meat packing plants, the people who are making our lives as normal as it can be right now, that we can see the divine in everyone. People who normally wouldn't have anybody's attention are getting people's attention right now. And I hope they continue to. I hope we continue to look and see like where our food comes from and who's actually doing the work that makes our world smooth, go smoothly. I have absolute trust in the absolute and the process of divine unfoldment. So something divine is unfolding with all of this. And to have trust in that and see that and claim our part in it, because we have that choice. Remember, we read about that choice. I have the courage to keep walking in the direction of my surrender. And so many of us are finding we're having to surrender control. We don't have as much control as usual. We have to surrender our control and leave it to the divine, but also to be ready to be who we are and take and bring who we are into the new world, whatever that's going to be, right? I have love in my heart, peace in my soul, and a mind that rests assured. I know who I am in spirit. So that's our goal. I have love in my heart, peace in my soul, and a mind that rests assured. I know who I am in spirit. So in spirit lies love in my heart, peace in my soul, and a resting mind. There you go, we got it, the recipe. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you.